Hey, what's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good today. I'm tired because I just got done going off on Zach from Love at First Sight and Mindy and Lindsay and the whole trio. But we're going to do this Love Goals episode, season 1, episode 2. I love me some Dr. Spirit. I love me some Dr. Spirit. I think she is a wonderful therapist. But let's get into the review. Excuse me. Okay, it's pitch black dark because I just watched the episode. It's kind of late, but I really wanted to do this video. So, there's a bromance brewing between Sunday's man and what's his name, y'all? What's Teresa's man name? David, I think. There's a bromance brewing in the house. They're spending time together. They're looking at each other's shoes. They both used to play football, so they have something in common. Ooh, that used to be the jam. Um, so we have our first group therapy session. Everybody needs to talk about why it's not working. Let me know, why are you guys here? So the Smiley, that's what we're gonna call him, the black man, the assistant that comes to get them, he's just like, Dr. Spirit will see y'all now for your group session. So Sunday and her man started off, I forgot his name, I think it's Brody. But he just say he love the women, okay? He love the hoes, and he can't get enough, he can't say no. Sunday says that she doesn't, initially, she didn't have a problem with him loving the women, but once they began to take those steps forward in the relationship, it became something different, and now I have a problem with it. Which, ladies, always remember, start how you want to finish is very important. But now she has an issue with that, and she wasn't the one that took their relationship to the next level. He was. How so? Sunday was at a volleyball game. She was going to meet him outside so that they could leave together. He comes inside, introduces himself to her daughter, her mother, the family, and Sunday thought, okay, is he trying to move us up to the next level? Because we didn't talk about doing this. We didn't talk about meeting each other's families. So he doesn't really believe he did anything wrong with moving along like that, because I saw an opportunity, so I stepped up, I came in, and I did what I had to do. And Dr. Spirit tells him, okay, so you made the choice to move the relationship along then. No, no, no. I didn't make the choice to move the relationship along. I was just stepping in and doing what I needed to do. I mean, y'all say y'all want a man to lead, right? Well, yeah, who is y'all? Okay, because you need to be worried about, you worried about all the other women when you need to be worried about one woman. And I said, okay, Dr. Spirit. That immediately made me like her. It's like, who is y'all? And we do that a lot in relationships. Well, y'all say y'all want women to do this, and y'all say y'all want men to do that. Well, we're not talking about y'all and them. We're talking about you and I. So great. Um, but he kind of just looking stupid, and he looking at Sunday, and he kind of looking around the room like, you told me that I came here to get a check. I did not come here to get read. Like the way Spirit is reading him. So then we move on to Teresa and David. I think I'm saying it right. Is his name David? I can't remember the names, y'all. I'm tired. But their situation is just the boys. Teresa feels like she does the most. She's doing everything, and she's really tired. She's got 2 children and a husband to clean up behind, but now I'm cleaning up behind grown men. I'm cooking for all these people, and you've got all these people in my house, and I just want to know, when is it going to be time for my family? I just want to do for my family. He doesn't really see the problem. Like, he understands that she wants more time together, but they're doing this rap thing, and he has a window of time that he has to do it in. And I can't leave my bros behind. They were with me before the money, before the fame, and I got to take all of them with me. That's their thing. Then we move to Spin and Q. Spinderella just knows that she has issues of rejection. She has issues of self-esteem. She knows that she puts a wall up and she wants to solve that because she doesn't want to hurt him. She doesn't want to make their marriage hard. She doesn't want to bring darkness into so much light. And even if he hurts her, she doesn't want to hurt him. That, in and of itself, that statement is a problem. Dr. Spear didn't say anything about it, but she did say if we don't have healing ourselves, if we are not whole ourselves, we cannot bring ourselves to anybody in the way that we should. So I agree with that. Then we move on to Benzino and Althea. They're gonna work my nerves this season, but it is what it is. Benzino says he's there for communication, to learn how to be a better communicator with her for the good of their son. You see what happened when you wait too late to do a video? And Althea agrees. Actually, no, Althea doesn't agree. Althea says that the reason why she's there is because these two don't know how to talk to each other, and he's always putting me down, and he makes me feel angry and upset. And what did she say? She feels sick, and she was like, okay, so tell me how that hurts you. Tell me how that feels for you. Althea is not really following instructions. She keeps going on about how she feels angry and how she feels enraged and how she feels, but let's speak to the feeling of how you feel. Like, what do you want to come here to solve? She keeps going on. I don't know if she didn't understand the question or what. They end up getting into one of their normal arguments. They end up, gaslighting each other, really, really pushing it on each other till both of them are getting ticked off. She gets mad and walks away. Benzino's upset. He's not going to sit there and listen to anybody talk about him any kind of way because he is a good dude and he doesn't deserve that. Dr. Spirit has to pull him to his own corner so they can talk about how he feels, so they can talk about how he can resolve it. Say 3 nice things about each other. They can't even do that well. They argue a little bit before even the 3 things get started good. But they are able to complete it. So for Althea, she's good looking. Okay, she had something to say about that. And Dr. Spears said, hush, you can't even receive it. She's loyal and she's really good at real estate. And he gets from her, he is very successful in his business. He is a great father and he has a good heart. Okay. Althea feels like, he has been fighting all his life for other people, and so he fights me. I was just like, oh God. They might be being genuine, you guys, but they are so much to handle, Benzino and Althea. Althea just doesn't have a good attitude. She never answers the question right on. She did that on the Y'all Fix My Life as well. Benzino is a bundle of emotions all the time, and I never know if he's overacting or if that's just really how he is. I don't get it, but they just got a lot of issues. Now, Benzino does end up having a private session where he discusses that his dad wasn't really around. He was in and out of jail. Child, that plane's so loud, sound like it's about to crash. Okay, but it's probably good. I live near an airport too. And Benzino says that his dad wasn't around. He was in and out of jail. And his mother was kind of that one for him. He always was wanting to feel love from people around him. And he was willing to do anything for it. And so that speaks to some of the flaws in him. I wonder if Benzino is just one of those very unfortunate people that have been looking for love in all of the wrong places, and it's gotten him to where he is at this point in his life. He's a very successful businessman. He's done a lot of things, but a lot of that has been overshadowed by the reality TV persona, by the scandal. Y'all remember him being in that bathtub? I think he might have been eating, I don't know. Y'all can look it up. Okay? But yeah, it's just not been good days for Benzino. But he is going to work through that and try to work through this thing with Althea. The doctor tells him anytime that something comes up that violates your space or your boundaries, you need to say, hey, that didn't feel good. I think you put me down, or I think that was a moment where you were trying to get at me, and call it what it is so that we can address it in the moment. That was something I actually used to do. I used to do behavioral modification with middle schoolers. Okay, get into that. Okay, Benzino and Althea are doing something that I did with middle schoolers. But whenever something went wrong, you had to call it. Like if somebody was talking about you, or you feel like they came at you disrespectfully, or they were making a joke towards you, you had to say, hey, I think that's a put down. And then we discuss the put down, and we discuss what infraction you would get for the put down. Okay? So anyway, moving forward. Now, Teresa and her husband have a conversation, and it was very eye-opening. First of all, Sunday, stay out of their business. I know you want to try to defend your girl, but you just met her. And don't be telling him what he need to do and pointing your fingers at him. That ain't your man. Stay over there. Okay. You know how we get with our homegirls. But when they have their private session, he doesn't understand what the problem is. And she is trying to explain to him that she is tired. I am superwoman at the house. I'm cleaning, I'm cooking, I'm doing all this stuff. And even after I'm done with all that stuff, you will still ask more of me. And he was just like, yeah, I will, because you can handle it. Like, your mama had 8 kids and she cooked every day. So what's the problem? Like, you can do it. You just need to do it. Like, if I don't have you do it, who else is going to do it? And she is just like, okay, so is that all I am to you? There's a couple of things happening here. And they go to talk to Dr. Spirit about it too. I think that women, specifically black women, we need to take off that superwoman cape. We do. We really, really do need to take that off, because when you leave it on for so long, it is how another person, and really society at large, I don't know if y'all watch women, if y'all watch, it's a lot of YouTubers who talk about that, Chrissy being one of them. I've watched a couple of her videos. But it hardens you to experience. It hardens you to the eyes of the rest of the world. And people start to see you as this mule that can just champion forward through life. It doesn't really matter, honey. You can have a baby, pluck, spit it out, carry it on your back, cook, push the vacuum, And in reality, that's not who we are. We're women. We're soft. We're sensual. We also have a need to be well loved and be well taken care of. And we should be able to show that tenderness in ourselves. It's a part of who we are. So when you have the cape on, it makes you look harder. It makes you look rougher. It makes you look like I can take all things and I can do all things. And that is how her husband is treating her. Okay? He's just like, well, you can do it. When I see you, I see my grandmama. I said, child, now if that ain't him telling you what all he think he can do, because y'all know how folks see their grandmama. Like, oh, my grandmama, she used to do this, she used to do that. She had her baby in the middle of the field, and then she got up the very next day, and she was cooking and cleaning for the rest of the kids. No, baby. No, baby. And do you think grandma would have had it that way if she could have been a little softer? Okay, and had a little time for herself? She probably wouldn't have had it that way. But Teresa is just like, wow, I'm doing all of this, and does it even really matter to you? Do you even really appreciate it? And he says to her, well, I know my boys are there, and I know that I got the rap career going. But after I'm done with the rap career, then I'll have time for her. I said, baby, he got the game messed up. And so Dr. Spirit asked her, but how do you know she's going to be around? And he was like, well, why wouldn't she be? I said, wow. I don't think he doesn't love her. I think he does love her. But I think the way that he views her is very much a problem. It is very much a problem. He strikes me as a person that's just like, well, I've been paying the bills and I'm here financially, so you don't have anything to complain about. If I tell you to clean up after my boys, clean up after my boys. And he's been getting that, right? He probably has gotten that from his mother, his grandmother, his boys. Everybody falls in line. So why wouldn't you? The difference is, this is your wife. This is somebody you made a commitment to. You came and sought her. She didn't seek you. Okay? You proposed to her. She didn't propose to you. You said, I want you in my life. She didn't say that. Well, she did. But you know what I mean? Like, you said, I want you. I want to be your husband. And now that she's holding you to it, you're saying, oh, why are you holding me to it? I'm already giving you enough. See, you're all things, I'm sure, for your mother and your grandmother as a son. You're all things for your boys as the homie and the cousin and the nephew and all of that other stuff. But you're not trying to be that for your wife. And that is a problem. She should never come last. It should always be first. Because I'm sure you feel that way in regards to her. If she started putting her friends first, that would be a problem for you. So Teresa is saying, I wish he knew how hard this was. I wish I could pull back on some of the stuff I was doing. I'm happy that he has a career. I'm not mad at him for starting a rap career. I just feel like, once again, I got put on the back burner. And that's got to be hurtful. That's got to be extremely hurtful for somebody. Especially when you're doing the best you can, right? Yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think about that. And also what you think about that whole superwoman thing. I'll tell you real quick. I ain't strong. I ain't superwoman. I ain't independent. I believe in gender roles. I'll tell you all of that. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care what you got to say about me, honey. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. But honey, if somebody wants to keep, I'll get kept. I'll get kept. And I will do I'll do my thing. I'll do what I need to do. Moving on. I don't know. That might have been it, y'all. It wasn't really too much. They're going to have another group session on the next episode where we're going to get to hear more from Sunday. Her man, I don't think he's in it to win it like that. I just, I don't think it's going to be a good matchup between the two of them. But we're going to see how it goes. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And that's really all I have for tonight. I hope y'all have a good one, okay? Bye-bye.